And welcome back to another lesson. In the last lesson, we talked about the every method that takes function as an argument and tests if a certain criteria or a certain condition is met for a method to return for the method to return true and return false if the iterator does not satisfy the provided test function. So moving on from that, we look at the filter method. The filter method returns a new iterator containing elements that satisfy a filter function. So the filter method also deals with function. So if it satisfies a filter function, then it will return a new iterator that contains element that satisfy a filter function. If not, it will not return with those elements. So let's take a look at it in our code editor. The filter method. So I'll take this out. And as always, you need to create an iterator. Create an iterator. Const my iterator. You can use any value that you want or any name. Iterator dot from. And this time around, I want to pass in numbers in form of an array 16 and 44. So now that I have my iterator, then I can filter it. Filter the iterator. So how do I do the filtering? Well, let me assign it to a variable and give it a name. Filtered iterator. My iterator dot filter, which accepts a function x callback function to x greater than 18. X such that x is greater than 18. Now that I have that filtered iterator, after I filtered the iterator, then I can now iterate over the filtered element. So I have to get the element from it over the filtered element, and like the usual way. So an empty string to old value, let text equals to empty string. And now I can use the for of you const y of, you can use anything to represent this of what? Filtered iterator. And now this is the body of your loop. Txt x plus break, and here documents dot get element by id m1 dot inner html equals to txt. This should show, but currently it is not showing. Let me find out why. I must have missed something somewhere. X is not divine. Where is X? So I have, this is Y, not X. Yeah. I used Y actually. And now take a look at this. 32, 32, 32, 33, and 44. So those three elements are the elements that are greater than 18 according to the filter function. And 16 that is not greater than 18 is skipped to give us the ones that are greater than 18. So this is how the filter method works in JavaScript. So moving in iterators in JavaScript. So moving away from here, let's take a look at defined method as well. So The find method returns the first element that satisfies a test function. So when you run a text, the first element that satisfies that test function is what a find method returns. So let's take a look at an example as well. A find method returns the value of the first iterator element that iterator element that passes a test provided by a test function. So I can take out all of this and just go along with this that I have here. I can just change the value so as to make it fresh. So I can use to return 1830 and B20. So now that I have my iterator created, then I want to find a number that is greater than 18. Find first greater than 18, which means that the first of my element that is greater than 18 should be returned. So that is what my function, that is what my find function will do. So I passed in my iterator.find, and it also accepts a function as an argument. So I've just passed in an arrow function inside this form of a callback like this, and I can output the results. Document.get element by id dot inner html equals to what? To results. Let's see. So the first number that is greater than 18 is 30, and that is what it will return to also, which means this is perfectly correct. So this is how the find method works. It returns the value of the first iterator element that passes a test provided by a test function. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next lesson.